Hola, me llamo Lara. Feliz Día de la Independencia de Mexico. Happy Mexican Independence Day. It is Tuesday, September 16th, 2025, and these are today's Heartlines. Today is a special celebration in Mexico, the celebration of their independence, which began on the night of September 15th, 1810, when Father Miguel Hidalgo y Costilla gave the Grito de Dolores, the cry of Dolores, the town where he was a pastor, and it was a cry for equal distribution of land, for racial equality, for freedom from absolute rule from the king, and a call to fight the Spanish rule that was present in Mexico at the time. More than 10 years later, on September 27th, 1821, the Spanish officially declared Mexican independence, and Mexico was free of Spanish rule after a long revolution. So it is a very special day of freedom for Mexico, and we honor it here in our country because so many people of Mexican heritage live here as well. In fact, on the south side of Chicago, at 26th Street, in what is called the Little Village, an annual parade takes place, and no less this year. It was a full-out celebration of color and singing and dancing to celebrate Mexican independence. And what a courageous thing for that community to do when it is under the threat of ICE raids. People still came out and they celebrated without a hitch. What a thing for us to celebrate is that kind of freedom that we still have in this country. And it inspires us to be a stand with our own courage for the freedom of all people, to speak and to do and to act in ways that support the organizations that promote culture enrichment and freedom for all. So that is what we are doing today. And we're going to begin with a moment of silent prayer as we take a deep breath and close our eyes and focus on this positive thought. I celebrate freedom by courageously honoring the freedom of all people through my thoughts, words, and actions. I celebrate freedom by courageously honoring the freedom of all people through my thoughts, words, and actions. And so it is. At the Emmy Awards this week, the leader of the Television Academy for Arts, Chris Abrego, gave a speech in which he said that the government, that the Congress had voted to defund the Public Broadcasting Corporation, and in so doing created a financial struggle for many private PBS stations, public broadcasting systems, around the country. So, another courageous thing we can do is to continue to support public broadcasting, be it on the radio, NPR, National Broadcasting Radio, or National Public Radio, or PBS on the television, so that the rich culture that we share internationally and throughout this country, where we all come from, honoring the heritage where we all come from, can be celebrated. And when we see a day like Mexican Independence Day, we can hold every one of that heritage in our hearts, knowing that as we do, we are celebrating our own freedom as well. So thank you for celebrating freedom by joining me today in these Heartlines. And our theme this week is moving through the barriers. And what greater barrier can we move through than that we have created in ourselves to leave out people of certain race as we reconnect beyond race, beyond nationality, for the freedom of all people. Have a wonderful day.